of difficulties.
Oh, you cute today?
Am I cute today?
Cute today.
Oh, okay, thank you, friend. You cute today too.
Thank you.
I mean, I just walked in the house. I was running a little late. You know me,
I do.
on the go. I'll be a little late, so.
There was something stuck in the comments.
Oh, I heard you. You know what though?
Oh, you
You know what? I was here on time, and I was here in enough time to hear y'all all talking junk. You and in the comments. I was just having technical difficulties. You do see the campaign that I shot with you, Shay. So I do. I hung it up on my wall. Hold on, let me see if I can shift the camera.
See, in case you don't know the infamous Tee Douglas, Tee's a little bit famous.
No, I'm not.
Billboards. That's a cover model. That's billboards all over Western New York.
That's all.
New State.
But yes, Shay definitely got me into this campaign with him in Albany. We had a great time shooting it. I met some amazing people. It was fun. It was definitely fun. I definitely would do it again. It was a fun time. A time was had.
I like Shay.
Yeah, and Shay is a photographer as well. So,
That means Shay about to start taking pictures from the magazine. That's what that means.
Listen, you got to talk to Jay about that. But I'm sure he's very interested in getting his work out there more.
Shay.
We all about building connections.
Photographer that I ain't like, boy.
We all about. Let's see what my lighting is doing.
Yeah, you got like the mood lighting going right now. I
Okay.
feel like I need to dim my lights so I can keep up with you. Oh, that's better because that was real bright.
That's cool. Told you I was late. I ain't have enough time to get my camera together.
Share.
Unprepared today. Unprepared. Let me see. Turn this way.
I think
No.
people. Maybe it's me. Let me
Yeah.
about some unprepared. Today is magazine release day. Me trying to do magazine release day, and this is the same day on the same day, was quite an adventure. That's why there still is not a released magazine. There is a magazine, but it is not released.
Okay, magazine release day. Everybody subscribe.
This month is celebrating the 4-year anniversary of Blackout Magazine. We are officially, I don't know what.
4 years old.
3K, 4 years old. As soon as we finish this live, the magazine's going to post. And this month, because we are talking so much about the election and making sure that LGBTQ folks are registered and voting and letting their voices be heard, this month's magazine is going to be free. Usually you get to see some and the rest is behind a paywall, but because the messages are so incredibly important and the things that we're talking about are so important to our community and make such a big difference, this magazine will be 100% free. So you can see and read and share every single page, because we want to get the word out and make sure that while you have to be registered in a lot of states by the end of September. So we wanted to make sure this whole month was dedicated, besides to our birthday and my birthday, to making sure that people spend this time in September getting registered and get ready and prepared to vote. So in the magazine, you'll see all kinds of resources about finding out if you're registered, getting registered, finding out who's on your ballot, what's on your ballot, what anti-LGBT candidates, ring the bell, knock us off the map, and the amendments are, like, I know in Florida, abortion rights, reproductive are on the docket. Marijuana legalization is on there. So even if you don't care about politics, which at this point you need to be caring about politics because it's a life and death situation for us out here in these streets, Um, there's all kinds of other amendments that are going to affect your life and affect your children's lives in years and years and years to come. So whether that's community kids or the biological kind, we got to make sure we're out here taking care of ourselves and each other. So you will find all kinds of resources in Blackout this month about all of those things, and links. So you can literally click on a page in the magazine itself and link you to get registered to vote, or all the different HRC and the task force and GLAD and PFLAG and all the other LGBTQ organizations that are doing campaigns, because we want you to be informed. So again, the Blackout will post, the new magazine will be out as soon as we finish this live, and it's 100% free. You can see every page, you can share every page, you can screenshot every page, because we care way more about making sure y'all know what's going on in the world than we do about selling issues, especially this one. So with that being said, feel free to subscribe so we can keep making these issues and paying these wonderful Black and brown, queer, and trans folks for all of the work that they are doing. But this month is about the greater good, which is making sure y'all know what's going on in the world. So make sure as soon as you hop off this live, you go check out the new magazine, because it's dope.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
Okay, there. That was my pitch. That was my sales pitch for the day.
And if you are in New York State, make sure you are registered to vote by October 28th. Last day to register for that November 5th vote. So October 28th. And if you don't know how to register, or if you are registered to vote already, remember, check out Blackout Magazine, because there's all those resources in there to let you know where you can check out all the information at.
Absolutely. And even if you think you're registered, this is such a big election and there's so much voter repression and hanky stuff going on. Double check. Double check your polling place. Make sure your address is up to date. Make sure you know where you're going to vote. Make sure you know that you're registered, and make sure you check your dates, because from state to state, depending on where you live, is how quickly you have to get registered for it to count for November. So you might think you have a lot of time, but like I said, in some states, especially southern states, the cutoff is the end of September. So you want to get that all in and to the folks by October 1st. But most places you could do it online. It's pushing a button. It's like easier than forwarding your address at the post office. Like, it's real quick, 30 seconds, and you're registered. That's all it takes. So get on your business. Time to stand on business, all of us.
All right. So, without further ado, make sure you register to vote, and make sure you vote in this November. Anyways, like I said, it's good to be good. It's good to be.
Behind the scenes, don't let him fool you. Like, we be having one conversation and he be having a whole other set of conversations that we don't even be seeing on here. I'm
What?
gonna figure out how to show his inbox on the side of the screen. That could be like the third face.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that.
I mean, I have no problem sharing my inbox with everybody, but I don't think that like some people who send me inboxes would like for that to happen.
That's like
I'm just saying that.
inboxes. That's what I'm saying. Inboxes. Don't
But
be. This is not.
but I don't have a problem
The
with,
people
I stand on everything I say in my inbox. I stand on the law.
that last forever.
You said what?
Shots last forever. You know,
Listen,
diamonds last forever. No. Screenshots last forever, honey.
listen. Screenshots, everything lasts forever. I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Virgo, so you know you preach this.
Oh, it's your season. Okay, Virgo season. When your birthday?
This 20th.
Okay. September 20th. All right. Shout out to all the Virgos.
Oh, you said we
I,
talk about astrology, about people's signs this episode. We'll start there.
yeah. I mean, I love Virgos. I love Virgo season. Um, some of my favorite people is Virgos. I ain't gonna lie. I don't got no issues with Virgos. Yeah.
I
Don't.
I don't have any issues with Geminis either. Usually people have to say about Geminis. I've never had problems with Geminis.
The only people who have problems with Geminis is the ones who want to control us. I'm be honest. It's the only people
When
who,
complain about Geminis, that's not the thing I hear them complaining about, but I will take your word for it. You would know
I'm
better than
telling you, listen. I can't speak for all Geminis. I'm gonna just say like, you know,
you should have
what
been.
I found is the people who have I'm a real go with the flow kind of guy. Like I'm like a real classic Gemini. Like, very opposites. Like, I have like two very different sides of me, you know. Like there's T and then there's Shatir,
Oh,
right?
which one is which? So I know when I see them coming.
I mean, that's for y'all to figure out.
Okay. Yeah, male Virgos and female Virgos, I feel like are very different.
Male Virgos, oh yeah. Gemini's are an acquired taste. I will definitely agree with you on that. But like we dope. So it's like with us, you what's that meme? It's like biting into a chocolate chip cookie and then finding out it's an edible. That's a Gemini.
I've never seen that meme. That, that's a
That,
that's
that, that's a Gemini.
that's an interesting analogy. Um, I've always been cool with Geminis, but they've always been like family members. Like everybody who I've ever called my little sister has always been a Gemini. And then I think I knew like one dude who was a friend of mine who was a Gemini, but I don't know. I never had any problems with them, but I've also not dated them, so that may be an entirely different conversation. Because yeah.
I mean, that is an entirely different conversation because I feel like as friends and as partners, again, two different people.
Mm, I believe.
Two different people.
I believe.
You know, just like I'm like single me is one person and relationship me is somebody totally different.
You bring that up on a regular basis, but you don't ever want to uh dive further into what exactly that means.
I mean, it is what it means. Yo, Shay over here, with these cracking up faces, I didn't see like 12 rows of them so far. But what you mean? Like it is what it is. Like, the things that I do when I'm single are not the same things that I do when I'm in a
Well,
relationship. So
I'm
like
not. Well, although I've met plenty of people that can't say that, so I said I would hope not, but based on the fact that I've met plenty of people that can't say that, I guess I shouldn't say I would hope not, because
yeah, I think I'm definitely way more reserved, like relationship me
I hope
is like.
I would hope so. It's nothing like still dating.
Listen, I didn't see some people. Listen, they be in
Oh
whole engagements, busting it open like they single on the dance floor.
no, say it again.
Listen,
Oh,
you know, not everybody can make that transition.
so our friend Shay's definitely talking junk about Virgos in the comments. I feel like everybody has had a one bad experience with a Virgo and then hates Virgos forever. I'm not, which I don't really understand because you're actually really wonderful people. Like nobody will love you more or go harder for you than a Virgo. Like they're so thorough and so like focused and ambitious and will push you and drive you. However, if you don't want to grow or you don't have that same ambition, they will probably drive you crazy. But they will hold a Virgo will hold you down. A Virgo will hold you down. You like it's like top tier upper echelon partner.
I can't even argue
I
with you
don't know
because
who's I can't tell you because I've only dated one. My first boyfriend. That shows you how long ago it was. My first boyfriend was a Virgo, and he was very egotistical and like conceited. But I mean, he was also fine, so I guess whatever. But um, I don't know about dudes because I haven't dated another Virgo since or another Virgo since then. But
I dated a Virgo. Um, Actually, that is one of my favorite exes. I can say that. So like, yeah, yeah, she's probably one of my favorite exes. Very cool breakup, you know. Yeah, I think she was dope, you know. We don't have any like higher feelings or anything like that towards each other, nothing like that. I think it just, you know, wasn't the right time, right, you know, situation at the time, you know. But I would have to say one of my favorite exes is a Virgo, you know. Favorite family members might be mostly Virgos, few of them. So I mean, I don't got no issues with Virgos.
don't you
I don't think.
sister or something as a Virgo? Didn't you tell me that you have like somebody close? You have close people that are Virgos, right?
Oh
Family
yeah,
members.
yeah, yeah. I have close family members. You know, I got nephews that are Virgos. My sister is a Virgo. Actually, her birthday's the day after yours. You know, one of my best friends is a Virgo.
I'm
Actually, two of my best friends are Virgos. One of them I met when I was like 16 years old. We still cool. We hang out every year for her birthday. Um, and then my brother, he's also a Virgo too. You know what I mean? We've been locked in since I moved to Buffalo long time ago. So I mean, and everybody's birthday is like a couple days apart. So like, yeah, yeah, I'm kind of surrounded by Virgos, but I've only ever dated one Virgo. But needless to say, one of my favorite exes. So I ain't got no issue with Virgos. What I do have an issue with is Leos.
Leos are rough. I'm surrounded by Leos, but Leos are rough. Leos are rough.
Listen, I have like this love-hate relationship with Leos. Um,
Oh, you know what's funny? If I would have had to guess what sign you were before I knew you were a Gemini, I would have guessed you were a Leo.
I think that's like my rising or something like that, or something, whatever that.
No,
Yeah, them lying Leos. I'm trying to tell you, maybe them Leos. The thing about Leos for me is I can be friends with Leos. Like Leo males, we cool. Cool. I love Leo males. Like we can chill. But like to date a Leo, maybe listen, as soon as somebody tell me they are a Leo, I'd be like, ooh, it was nice to meet you. You're very nice looking. I gotta go.
I struggle with anybody who's like super duper attention seeking. And most of the Leos that I have come across, they're pretty attention seeking.
And you thought I was a Leo?
Who me? I had to talk. I thought you were talking to Giovanna. We done had to talk about the light skin face pictures. Like that gives me very Leo. You are a thirst trap.
I am definitely not a thirst trap at all.
That's even worse. If you're a thirst trap, you don't even mean to be a thirst trap.
I'm not. I don't. Yeah.
Start pulling up the pictures again.
I don't think I. I
Yeah.
don't think I do. I don't think I do no thirst trapping.
You do thirst
I
pictures. That's the funny thing though. You'll do thirst trap pictures, say you don't, and then when people like you, you be like, oh, me? Not
maybe that's
me.
because I don't think I'm doing thirst trap pictures, so I don't think about other people when I'm posting them. I just like the picture because I'm just feeling myself in my zone at that time. I don't think of when I post pictures. I think about like I don't think about other people when I be posting pictures. Like, damn, I wonder if people are gonna like this pic. I don't think I've ever thought that in my life. Matter of fact, most of the time I be trying not to take pictures with girls, like my female friends,
Yeah,
because they gotta look at the picture 8 times. Like, no, let me see the picture. Let me see the picture. Everybody, I'd be like, you know what? I took this picture 4 times already because everybody don't like the picture. Matter of fact, when y'all get the
that's that.
I be moving.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
not
I
right
just
there.
feel like just post a picture because I don't care how I look. Just post it. At this point, just post a picture. But yeah, like, cause I have a lot of female friends, so like when we go out in friend groups and like we have to take like a group picture,
You be over it.
I be I be
But you also,
and not just and wait, but not just the girls though, cause the Butch Queens is the same too. Hold on, they the same. Baby, listen, don't be in the group with the Butch Queens. They all want to see the picture. I'm like, you know what? If they don't, I think I'm the person who least want to see the picture. Like y'all snapped it, it's fine. Just post it. Just post it,
but you
please.
really good pictures, so you don't have to worry about like angles and shit like the rest of us do.
What does that even mean?
Angles?
Everybody has to worry about angles.
You
Like
don't. Like some of us have to worry a lot more about angles than other of us do.
I don't think people have to worry about angles. I just think people worry about angles.
I have to worry
I
about angles. Yeah,
I don't think they have to. I just think that's what they programmed to do is
that's here.
worry about angles and
That's my angle right there. I know the arm extension and the elbow tilt and the whole thing. That is my angle right there.
listen. I look like how I look. So you gonna get what you
Okay,
gonna get.
that's about Pisces.
Pisces. Ooh. I mean, I have some Pisces friends. I don't think I ever dated no Pisces. I know they're a little
What
emotional, you know.
Pisces? What's the dates? I gotta look
Um,
because I'm about
it's the end of
to
it's
make
the end of February to like the middle of March,
that.
February.
I'm about to say something, but I want to make sure I'm not lying first.
It's like March. It's the February March. Oop! Look at keep it cute up. We know who the Pisces in the room is.
It's February 19th through March 20th. Okay, so back many moons ago, every dude I ever dated, except for that one Virgo, was either was like February 19th to like March 28th. So they were all either Aries or Pisces. All of them. I don't have never dated any women that are Pisces.
Hmm.
Think of a handful that I know, as a matter of fact. Pisces and Virgos are opposite signs. Like they're opposite signs.
Hmm. Pisces and Virgos are opposite signs.
So
I mean, I don't know. I just only have Pisces friends. I can't really tell you much about date. Any of y'all ever dated some Pisces?
there's
I just said I have Pisces friends. I ain't never dated no Pisces, but
complementary signs, but I don't think Pisces will work really well for me.
I I don't know. I don't even think I've ever met no Pisces that I've ever like.
You know
Even.
what I can say though? Every Pisces I've ever met is a pathological liar.
Whoa! Shots fired.
No,
Wait, hold on. Let me grab. Hold on. I'll be back. I forgot my coffee, my tea.
our tea. We tripping. We didn't even have our tea and our coffee. I got my water.
Listen, shots fired.
Not
Not everyone.
like every one of the Pisces that I've been like really close to have been a pathological liar. Like that I've dated or whatever. I don't know. Not saying that all Pisces are pathological liars, but
Somebody else said, "Say what? Ooh, shit."
I, I think that's why she's saying that.
Oh, is you a Pisces, Giovanna? Giovanna, you a Pisces?
But she doesn't come up as a Pisces to me ever. I always think she's a Cancer, and she's not.
Oh, okay. Because she do give a little bit of Pisces energy. I ain't gonna say that.
I feel, I feel like she acts like a Cancer.
I mean, I ain't never had no. You
Aries,
know what I
weird.
get from Pisces is emotional, a little bit of like a loners. They standoffish a little bit sometimes, but like definite like M&Ms, hard shell, soft on the inside. That's usually what I get from like my Pisces friends. You know,
Giovanna's
like
just
Giovanna said, big what? Big Pisces energy.
yeah. She.
Giovanni?
I don't think you act like a Pisces though. Like I said, most of the Pisces I know they're liars. Plus my ex Pisces, and that sort of tainted the.
Oh, so you got tainted waters on Pisces.
Yeah,
Okay, got you.
yeah.
So let me put a disclaimer out.
For me,
That too has tainted waters on Pisces. I don't got nothing bad to say about y'all. All my good friends have good energy. I
both
don't know.
both of my baby dads are Pisces. My ex-husband and my kid's dad are both Pisces, and
Mm,
my ex's ex is a Pisces. So I'm not a fan. I think my dad was a Pisces also, which doesn't help a whole lot, but not really a fan. However, I'm sure that's not everybody. But
all right. I mean, who else is out here? You
next
know,
next is Aries.
maybe I'm gonna skip that one.
Well, you said you don't like people trying to control you, so Aries is probably not the way for you to go.
Oh, Aries is not the way for me to go. I think I think I've only ever been involved with maybe what not hate. Hate is a strong word. Um I would say for me, Aries, it is the controlling matter of Aries
Yeah.
that I can't deal with. Also, like, I just think we have two different mind frames when it comes to like relationships. I think Aries treats relationships like a business.
That's interesting.
like,
Like,
like they like baby, they want you to clock in and clock out when it's conducive to them type. And I don't really work like that.
that somehow doesn't shock me. Um, I've dated two Aries, who I don't think are anything alike. The two of them. Um, the second one had really chaotic energy. Like she was just all over the place. Like she was all over the place. So it worked well for us because I am trying to manage her life to a degree, which worked, but not really my thing.
Mm. Now, I have dated another Gemini before. Um, that
How was
was
that?
chaotic, super chaotic. Like I, I think me being who I am and like really knowing myself. I know that like it would take some really like mindful balancing for me to date, like seriously date another Gemini.
Yeah.
Um just because one, their schedule probably just gonna be as busy as mine. Let's
Fair.
start there.
Fair.
Um, you know, and then I know my personalities. So it's easy for me to like navigate through that versus knowing my personalities and then I gotta know your personalities too.
But would they have a better understanding of your multiple personalities though?
Baby, whoa. I did not say multiple personalities. I said I know.
That's more than one is multiple is more than one.
I feel like multiple is three or more. Four, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it because it's really not like multiple personalities. Believe me, I know. I have experience. I dated some.
What
No,
sign
I dated somebody with multiple personalities before.
were they? A Scorpio? Was they?
Actually they were a Virgo. They're my favorite ex.
I rebuke that.
No,
I rebuke it.
I'm telling you, I'm so serious. I'm so like clinically, it
Di-
was huh? You said what?
diagnosed. They were clinically diagnosed.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I mean, it was a very interesting experience. And they were actually a very dope person. I will say.
As a Virgo woman, having multiple personalities, I can't even imagine because dealing with the one personality I have, is very overwhelming. So I hope that they were heavily medicated because I can't even imagine functioning on that level. Like, because
Not, not heavily medicated.
I
No, they were actually very, very dope, and
would need all the drugs.
and I think I learned a lot from that relationship. You know, which is cool.
Fair. Okay, so that gets cancers.
I don't think I have any experience with cancers at all. What is cancers like?
Very,
Besides on a friendship level, I don't think I have any dating experience
they're
with
very
cancer.
sensitive and very emotional. I liked a cancer when I was a kid, like a teenager. And then I thought I might like a cancer as an adult, but I changed my mind very quickly. It's not my thing. Virgos are too blunt and direct, and navigating all of those feelings are just too much. Too much for the kid. Too much for the kid.
Yeah, I don't think I have no experience with cancers. They said
That
cancers are crazy cousins of Pisces.
when I tell you, I swear, every time I think it, I can never remember Joanna's birthday because I always think her birthday is in July because I have myself conditioned to thinking she's a Cancer. I promise you.
No, she's a
I
Pisces.
know it's wild.
She be giving that what how you say it? What's that singer? What's that song? What's that song Kyle Thomas sing? Emotional? She be
Emotion.
giving that. She be giving them emotional Kyle Thomas vibes, just like the rest of them Pisces do. Listen, but we all need a little bit of that in our life. I love all my Pisces.
So we already covered Leo. Clear. You covered Leo.
Listen, Leos. Listen. My ex-wife is a Leo, and although we get along now,
Hey, emotional.
what Leos?
No. No, Giovanna said we're trying to call her crazy. I said no. I said emotional. I'm not trying to call her crazy. I'm trying to call
Oh,
her emotional.
Giovanna is very level-headed, but when them emotions kick in, like every other Pisces, you become a Pisces. Y'all be swimming like
They
what's
become
Do- what, what's that? It's Dory from Finding Nemo. That's how y'all be giving. Y'all Pisces be like Dory from Finding Nemo.
not everybody on the chat is being a Pisces.
Listen, listen. We need that in our lives, though. That it keeps us human, for real. All my Pisces friends with all of their emotions, they keep me, balanced.
Oh, you know what's funny? We skipped we skipped Taurus. I probably did that on purpose by accident.
You know,
Taurus.
I Taurus. So, have I ever dated a Taurus? What's the dates again for Taurus? Because I know I know I know it's May.
April to May. April 20th to May 20th.
April 20th to May 20th. I don't think I never dated a Taurus, but you want to know something that's crazy funny?
I would look
Every single Taurus I know is born on the same day.
that up.
Wait, I did. Okay, okay. So I never technically dated a Taurus. I talked to a
I
Taurus before.
live and say, what about me?
No, but every single Taurus I know is they birthday is born. They were all born on the same day. And what's
And I
crazy?
know which day it is.
You do like my one of my best friends' birthday. Somebody, the guy I used to be in a group with. Couple girls I know, my homeboy, like everybody is born on the exact same day. I give you an example. 2 years ago, I went to California and I met this girl, and she told me she was a Taurus, right? And I said, I bet I know when your birthday is. And I was just playing, but everybody I know is born on the same day, so I just shoot it out there. That's her birthday.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Um,
right?
it is.
Every
um,
every Taurus I know born on the same day.
Taurus is my favorite sign, but I also think it's the most difficult sign to deal with. But Virgo's like a project. So
Is that healthy?
no, it's why lots of therapy, lots of therapy.
We're gonna put some resources in some of these blackout magazines.
Some therapy. Nah, Taurus is my favorite sign. I love how earthy they are. I love how sensual they are. Great sex. P.S. Um, but they are narcissistic as fuck. Very selfish, and they're usually cheaters. But they can also be very sweet when they want to be, but they're also really mean when they want to be. They're just rough. They're not for the weak. That's exactly right, Giovanna. Tauruses are not for the weak. You gotta be able to take a fucking punch and keep on
I,
ticking, literally or
I feel like Tauruses probably ain't for the weak, which is why Geminis can deal with them, because nothing about us is for the weak. So it's
fair.
like people tell us that we like one of the hardest signs to deal with because of the moods. But I think we're also one of the signs that can like shift and move with most signs.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think it's the same thing. Like Virgos and Tauruses, like that's supposed to be their best sign because they're both earth signs, so there's like a practicality there and a vibe, and where I don't know, there's a vibe, but they're just hard. Like they're just really tough. Like if you talk to anybody who dates Tauruses, like it's just hard. It's just always hard. Like sometimes it's great, sometimes it's miserable, but it's almost always hard.
What about Aquariuses?
That shit. Like Virgos have a real what do you call it? Like narcissist and codependent thing. Like that's a Virgo's thing. Like they want to do for you, take care of you, love you through your pain and your trauma and your bullshit until you kill them. Like that's and Taurus is like that type of shit too because they like to torture people. So it works until it doesn't.
Again, we're gonna put some of those resources in Blackout Magazine. Stay tuned. No, no, no. But no, what about Aquariuses?
I think I only know one Aquarius like on the planet, to be honest, and I've never.
Mm,
Um, the way that you describe your Gemini is what I think about Aquarius is.
So let me see. I think I only know Aquarius female. So my mom was an Aquarius,
Okay.
and we got along amazing because I think sometimes like Aquariuses are like the only people who can truly understand Geminis. And I found that with like my female friends too, like like they will understand like my wavelength of like thinking. So it's like we have the same kind of like dry sense of humor at times. You know, we could just catch a look and
Well, Aquarius
you
is
know what I mean?
upside down. That's why I said that you're the way you describe Gemini isn't the way I hear most people describe Gemini. But the way you describe Gemini is the way that I think of how Aries are. Like they don't really like to be tied down. They want to move at their own pace. Like they want to be free to like
But I never who described Gemini like that?
you. Like you don't want people to control you. That's what I mean by tied down.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that's only one side to us.
But then you do want people to control
No,
you.
I don't want people to control me, but it's like a thin line. Like I don't want you to control me, but I don't mind being tied down.
Okay,
See what I'm saying?
that's fair. That's fair.
So it's like, and when you say most people describe Gemini, are those people Geminis or are those people
No,
that are describing?
people talk about Geminis.
Oh, okay. Because that's totally different than how we probably talk about ourselves.
The way you talk about Geminis is the way I think about Aquariuses.
Hmm. Well, as a Gemini, I think that a lot of people um, don't really hone into their full Gemini. And like once you understand yourself, it's so much easier to understand like what type of Gemini you are.
That's fair.
So I mean, I think it's a lot of times people battle like because it's really like it's really like being a Gemini is really like, you know how you see those cartoons and like it's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder and they be talking to you. And like I don't really have that on my shoulder, but it's like the way your thoughts process is like that. It's like
Caught a charge
a
on
what?
who? Serious? Somebody almost caught a charge.
Who caught a charge?
Somebody almost got a
Someone caught a
charge.
charge on one. He tried and he had the right one. Oh, Sagittarius? Oh, okay. Aquarius. Oh yeah, y'all be. But yeah, I just feel like people don't really, you know what I'm saying, understand like they have a lot of Geminis have an internal conflict with themselves. And that's why they seem so chaotic to everybody else. But once you don't have an internal conflict with yourself, then life is very harmonious as a Gemini.
So the sign that's up next that I have the hardest time dealing with of all the signs is Libra.
Oh,
I Libra.
I love
I
Libras.
struggle with Libra.
I love a good Libra. Libras are so sweet and like
Well,
they kind of remind me of like they like you remember Tiny Toons? You remember Elmira? She like hugged you and squeezed you till your eyes popped out. Like that's the Libra vibe right there.
see, I can't. I have a hard time with Libras because they're so indecisive. And like, if nothing else, a Virgo is decisive. I'd rather have you make a wrong decision and stick with it than you be flippity floppy. I can't. I just can't do it. Indecision is like kryptonite for me.
See, I mean, I don't know. I think I like they're so energetic though and like fun. The Libras that I know.
To be
Huh?
honest, no many fun Libras.
No?
Mm-mm.
I know a lot of fun Libras.
Me Libras.
Well, very fun. Okay, I'll give you that. Funny Libras. You're right. They're very funny.
Not
They have
on you while poisoning your food. Jesus.
okay, poison. So okay, they giving that Belle Biv DeVoe vibe. All right.
Well, okay. But yeah, Libras are the sign I struggle with the hardest because when I first meet a Libra, we're always real cool. And then after a little while, I'm like, oh, Jesus, I can't do this anymore. That's why when people tell me they're a Libra, I'm like, we should probably not be friends. But they still want to be friends. And then after a while, it's like, except for Winston. Winston is the only Libra. I love Z too. Zenus is a Libra. I love him, but we also don't have to interact a whole lot. So it doesn't, whatever that idiosyncrasy about Libras, I don't have to deal with from him. But Winston and Z have the same birthday, and Winston is one of my besties. So
Who do I mean, I know a few Libra. Oh, Sean's a Libra. I love him. You know. So of course, why would I not love a Libra?
Libras just can't make up their mind. I can't
They
take
are very indecisive. They are. They are. But
punch you in your throat.
you know, but as a Gemini being very go with the flow ish, you know.
well, Libras and Geminis are supposed to be like the best match signs.
We
I feel like.
are. Listen, some of my best vacations is with this this guy. Listen, I'm telling you, it's always it's always a wonder where we'll end up. It's
Probably.
always very like impromptu. Because I mean, I know I could be like, hey, do you want to drive here tomorrow? And and he'd be like, if he ain't got to work, sure. Like for no reason at all. Like, let's drive 2 hours because I heard they got a good fish spot 2 hours away. Like, they're very much so. Let's get up and do it. And yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
To their own detriment a lot of times though.
I mean, you know,
Like they'll hop up and want to go someplace because it's the best fish spot, but then they'll get there and not have no money and they haven't got their wheels rotated on their car and then they'll end up on the side of the road and then
listen, but we'll have a good time doing it.
well I'll give you that because they are funny. They'll make you laugh.
Listen, that's why they can rock with a Gemini because Gemini already have 3 backup plans, so we good.
Fair, fair. As will a Virgo, but we may kill you in the process because that's just too much. Like, lucky for you, I got a backup plan, but you may not make it back because,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
cause y'all gonna have a brain aneurysm as soon as y'all figure out the tires wasn't rotated.
But that's okay because I got 3 spares in the back. I got a AAA car just in case of an emergency. I got sandwiches packed because I know you don't take care of your car and we might just need another ride. Like I got it under control. That's a
Listen,
So next up is the infamous Scorpio.
I love Scorpio for their loyalty. I'm gonna tell you, Scorpios.
You love them for their loyalty if they're not cheating on you. Scorpios are notorious
Oh, I
cheaters.
don't date Scorpios.
What? There,
I
oh,
love them as platonic friends.
there you go.
I mean, if you realize I don't date a lot of people, so I have a lot of platonic friends, but I don't date a lot of people. I'm not interested in.
Scorpios and Virgos do well in business. We are great business partners.
But I will say, I don't know, Scorpios, they got that freakiness to them.
Virgos are actually like Scorpios. People think Scorpios are the freakiest sign. It's actually Virgos. We just don't like put it out on the sidewalk. Like that's the difference.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know. Like I said, I dated a Virgo, so I mean, I know they got that side too. So, but Scorpios, they got that.
They just
Yeah,
might kill you in your sleep while you're afterwards.
they might, but it might have been worth it.
I don't know about that. Scorpios are another tough sign though. Scorpios, they're another one of those signs that has those like inner demons that they're always fighting.
Not inner demons.
That they
Not you gotta stage them down before they come in the house.
and after, but like you know how you were talking about how Gemini's have like that devil and that angel, and if they come to like if they figure themselves out, they're good. That I think that's true about Scorpios too. I think that Scorpios can be very destructive if they figure themselves out. If not, they will cause lots of damage.
Okay, so it's a fight in here. They said the Pisces is the freaky ones.
I've heard that. I have
Okay,
that as not.
maybe the Pisces is taking over the chat.
I think you that as a Pisces. That's the problem.
Okay, the Pisces is taking over not the holy water on them too.
I saw Alex in here. He would have gave you a whole speech about Scorpios being freaks if he were here. So he must have left because he would have cornered the market on.
Oh, he's a Scorpio. Okay, Mr. Gray. Maybe we'll see some comments later.
That's where the Mr. Gray comes from. Have him FaceTime you from his room sometime so he can show you
No,
all
thank
the
you.
reasons how much of a Scorpio he is. He's happy to give that to her.
I'm a I'm gonna pass on that one, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
Worth the, worth the FaceTime
Yeah.
to show you. All right.
Who who left?
He was in there talking about Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. I don't even know what is the dates for that.
November 22nd to December 21st.
No, November 22nd to December 21st. I don't think I know not one Sagittarius
So I
ever nowhere.
did a Sagittarius. I only have one friend that's a Sagittarius, and people thought she was so mean, but she was always cool as shit with me. So I don't know. I think it just depends on how you deal with them. Like, she's probably mean-ish to the world, maybe, but she also was one of those people that give you her shirt off her back, though. So I don't got much bad to say about Sagittarius, but they look mean. They have resting bitch face.
Not hate them too, yo. Shay, who do you like? Because
You
you,
do
you,
hate
you
them.
just be in the comments like, nope, not them. They gonna kill you. Hate them too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think I ever met a Sagittarius like on that I can remember on like a platonic or romantic,
I
you know.
have friends, and I think my granddad might have been a Sagittarius, but what does that do for you? Capricorn,
Right. Ooh,
Capricorn. So that face looks like you have a story to tell.
I ain't got
Um,
I don't got no stories.
I'm a Earth sign. Capricorns are Earth sign. One of my son is a Capricorn. But the thing I've always found about Capricorns is it's really hard to like pin down what their personality is. Like if you ask what is like a traits of a Capricorn, people will say they're really hard workers. But like that's all they got. Like it's hard to they're like shapeshifters or something. Like it's hard to put your finger on what they're really like. And the one Capricorn that I did, we didn't date, but it was on the table. They were real like same thing. Like it just was hard to tell like I don't know. They're hard to put their finger on.
Mm. Um,
Like meld into the environment that they're in, and so you don't ever know who they are.
I would say Capricorns are, I don't know. Capricorns are pretty dope if you ask me.
They're
Um,
supposed to be.
you said what?
I said they're Earth signs, so they're supposed to be dope. But I don't know.
I definitely go with the hard worker joint, but I think you have to like really get to know them. I would say that
Okay.
to be able to like understand them. I think you're right with the shape shifting aspect to it, but I think you would definitely have to. I think they're all pretty mm, chameleonish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
but I also think like deep down they're all very sensitive and like sweet. But again, you get like it depends on what exterior you get before you get to the sweet part, you know?
Like just going by my son, who's because he's 14. So my son, the reason why I've always paid attention to it is because when I was trying to figure out what his personality might be like before he really started to have one, a distinct one, I would think about the Capricorns I knew that were adults and couldn't tell you what they were like. Like I couldn't give you an explanation of their personalities, which made me a little nervous. But like I know for my Capricorn, he was extremely sensitive when he was little. And then like the world kind of forced him to toughen up a little bit. So I don't know if that's like a thing that happens to all Capricorns and that's why they are hard to put your finger on in general because they have to like
I think that probably is why, because imagine as a kid imagine growing up as a sensitive kid and then having to deal with the real world. So you're going to have a different type of exterior depending on what situation you're
in
in.
my
You know what I mean?
I have two boys, right? So I'm a Virgo, which is already tough. My oldest son is a Leo, which is an experience. And then my baby is a Capricorn.
I'm gonna pray for him.
So, so me and him are more alike than me and my Leo are because we're both earth signs. But I feel like he had to like that Leo like beat that sensitivity out of him to a large degree. So I'm just wondering if maybe that's all Capricorn's experience. Like they come out one way, but they gotta like shape shift to survive to adulthood. So by the time they get grown, they just you don't quite know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I think once you get to know some of them, I think they really dope people. And I also think that like, you know, there, I don't know. I've never met a Capricorn that wasn't beautiful.
That
I don't, I don't think I ever met a Capricorn that wasn't beautiful.
every Capricorn I do know is really attractive.
Yeah.
I will.
So yeah, they definitely dope. You know, I'm a little biased, but I think they dope.
Fair. Man of mystery. Well,
You
that's it.
know,
Made it around the zodiac.
right, right. I mean, but how much do you think that like? Do you really think that like the zodiacs play a big part? Did my Leo friend? I mean, did my Virgo friend click on here? I feel like I saw her click on here somewhere, but she missed to talk about Virgos and how they is. You know.
Do I feel like it's accurate? I do. I think that sometimes people aren't a lot like their signs, and so they feel like the zodiac isn't very accurate. But that's because a lot of things factor into that, like your life experience. Oh, she says she's here.
Mhm.
Life experiences. Look, T got too many secrets. No, he just is private.
I ain't got it.
He suck.
It's Giovanna. Here we go. Not. We ain't about to talk about secrets, Giovanna. Okay, because I don't got no secrets. But you, my dear, definitely have some secrets that have popped up in the past. I don't know. I don't know, Grand Marshal. When did it? Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, but no, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I don't got no secrets. You know what's crazy? I'm a very open person about life. Oh, now you want to log off. Oh, okay. Now you want to log off. Okay. No, I'm a very open person when it comes to life. I just think most people are afraid to like uh ask the questions that they want to know, you know. Um
Extremely pirate and very guarded, and I don't like anybody anywhere near me because I. It takes a lot. Like for me, I have to trust you, and once you violate my trust, then it's really tough for me to come back.
I don't know why everybody think I got secrets. Everybody in the comments talking about I got secrets. I don't got no secrets.
Serious. I don't think you got secrets. I just think you be mad mysterious.
I'm not even mysterious. Like I'm just what I don't even know what people mean by mysterious. What makes me
Because
mysterious?
know your business. We not had that
Well,
conversation.
nobody ain't supposed to know your business.
But everybody
Like
like that.
who supposed to know my business? Don't nobody pay my bills? Why would they know my
I
business?
already told you I don't want nobody to know my business, so you preaching to the choir, but not everybody's like that.
But people don't say Tam is mysterious and they don't know your business. So
Don't know anything about me though, because I talk a lot. Like I'm very communicative, but you won't know a single thing about me unless you're really, really nosy or one of my close friends.
but so how come you not mysterious and I am?
Because I don't keep secrets, but nobody knows my business.
I don't keep secrets neither, and don't nobody know my business.
No, you don't see all those little like innuendo things you said and didn't, and don't nobody know what you're talking about, but the person in the chat, who you talking to. That's what innuendo
What
is.
what innuendos did I have?
T.
I be confused as to what y'all be talking about because I don't think I had no inside jokes.
You full of it. I don't know if you really don't be knowing you do it or you. I don't know. I don't know if you really know you do it. Cause
I
like
don't know.
something, and then you'll like make that face, and you'll like giggle, and then you'll change the subject.
What made what? Run it back for me. Give me an example. Run it back.
But with Giovanna a few minutes ago,
Oh,
you said we
that
had
ain't no secret.
a conversation, and then you started talking about a private conversation. This is an inside joke. Then
Oh,
nobody knows
that ain't no,
what you're talking about.
that ain't no inside joke. Giovanna just don't. I just don't be one. I don't want to tell Giovanna business on this live like this.
You do that. Like,
So it's nothing mysterious about me.
but that comes off as mysterious, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I guess. But I mean, if y'all want to ask Giovanna what we talking about, maybe she can elaborate and tell y'all. But you know me, I don't be telling people business.
Oh, but
You know, if somebody, I'm a vault. I'm a vault of business.
that
Like
is true. I do know that about you.
I am a vault of business. You know, somebody tell me something, I am not telling nobody. I'm gonna take that joint to the grave. Even if I'm mad at you, I'm gonna still take it to the grave. I ain't telling nobody.
I agree.
I'm a vault, you know. See, that's my brother. We keep that business. But Giovanna, I'm gonna tell you, Giovanna be doing girl math. So I always be talking shit to her about her girl math because sometimes when she do girl math, it don't always add up to the rest of us.
Giovanna don't math. Giovanna does Giovanna math.
No, it's girl
That is,
math.
no, it's Giovanna math. Because I'm a girl and it don't add up to me all the time either. But it's Giovanna has Giovanna
Wait,
math.
you're short. Oh, wait.
I
What?
you today.
So who is this? Oh, of course. My buddy, my pal. She came on here just to talk shit. I'm gonna tell you. See, this is the Virgos that I be talking about.
Oh, is that my friend the Virgo that I was on the on your post with that time talking when you was talking about Virgos?
Yeah, yep, this is my Virgo friend. We go back and forth all the time.
I like we
we go
you.
we go back and forth all the time. In her true Virgo
Swear to
form.
God.
When I tell you,
Her, I'm pretty sure she's the one I was like tag teaming with one day on your post.
listen,
Gotta stick together.
that's because
We're
Virgos be bullies. Y'all be
misunderstood.
bullying people. Y'all be bullying. She be trying to bully me.
That is her, because you were saying the same thing on the stat. It's not bullying.
Mhm.
It's just giving you advice for your own benefit. That's all. We be trying to guide you in the right direction.
Mhm. One day I'm gonna tell y'all the story of how we met, and then y'all gonna know she's a bully.
Her, not me. I'm not a bully.
Big bully energy.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna tell you, big bully energy.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I don't know. What else was we? What about look?
That's what I'm gonna tell you though. I do think that like I'm a Virgo all day, up and down, back and forth. So that's why I believe in signs, because if you read some shit about a Virgo, it's you can put my picture next to it. But people sometimes either don't understand themselves, so they read stuff and don't realize that it is true about them, and that's why they don't believe in signs. But also it's a lot of things that factor into it. Like your name, numerology has to do with your name, that factors into things. Like if you had all kinds of early trauma, like that can change how your personality comes out. That has nothing to do with who you were supposed to be. So yeah, I absolutely do believe that there is plus there's other signs. Like you have a sun sign, a moon sign, a Venus sign, whatever. All this stuff factors in. So unless you understand all the pieces, that might be why something doesn't resonate for you.
Yeah, that's true. I definitely believe that for sure. Cause I meet people and they be like, it's some people I meet and I be like, well, I already know your sign before you tell me.
Say that.
And they be like, how you know? And I be thinking, cause you act exactly like them people. You act like them people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else we gonna talk about?
I mean, what about love languages?
They say to take your thingy relatively often, like take the quiz. Oh, of course your moon is in Scorpio. Well, my Venus is in Scorpio, which is why my whole life is a disaster. But well, at least my romantic life. But my love languages used to be words of affirmation and something. Now they're more physical touch and quality time. I believe the last time I took it. What
You know, honestly, words of affirmation is definitely not one of my love languages. And people always think it is, and I'm always like, but like I don't know. I just don't really feel like I need like that type of affirmation when it comes to like relationships. Mine, I think, are quality time for sure. And probably acts of
You
service.
taking the quiz?
I have taken the quiz, but I haven't taken it recently.
Oh, we're gonna have to we gonna have to take it again and then come back afterward
And
and next
come back.
our results were because it changes. Like it does change. Because like I said, mine used to be really, really different. Now the last time I took it was physical touch and quality time, but like I don't want anybody near me now. So like it has to be different. It's gotta be something different. But what I know is that my acts of service are what I do to show affection, but it's not what I want to get from those.
You know, I think I embody them all when I'm interested in somebody or I'm dating somebody or I think I'm a little bit of all five of them to show how I feel, but I'm really not like this is what I need back kind of person. Like I don't need all five back. Like
No, I don't.
yeah.
I don't need. I'm very low maintenance when it comes. Like I don't need a lot. So
I think I wouldn't say I'm low maintenance. I would say that I don't know. I'm probably like mid maintenance.
standard, but
Oh,
I'm low. Like it doesn't take a lot to keep me happy. Yeah, agreed. Totally
yeah,
agree.
I'm kind of like that. Like I'm cool. Like okay, for instance, I was at work one day and I got a delivery and somebody sent me coffee and donuts. Like that's cool. I think that's dope. Like something small like that. Like that's a dope thing. Like
Drop,
I'm not.
go ahead, drop the link so they can just press the button.
You said
So
what?
Giovanna's talking about her book. I told her to drop the link.
What's the book? Perhaps folks should read my book, Love Languages from a Black Woman of Transition, available on Amazon. Oh, I'm glad you said that because I didn't even know you had a book. So yeah, drop. I'm gonna actually read that joint too. I would love to hear your point of view on that, Giovanna.
With the hard Giovanna, with the hard JA on the
With
Giovanna. That was a
the
lot.
higher with the higher H on the end.
That's nah. I think that Alyssa's right though. Like so the example you just gave about the donuts, right? Like I'm that person, but I also am attracted to people who don't appreciate shit like that. But I think that's like the Virgo thing. Like I think that's we don't want somebody who's gonna fuss over us. I want if you can manage for me to like you, which is already a big hill to climb because I don't like a lot of people. So if I like you and you can manage to be respectful, affectionate, not lie, and not be a cheater, like I'm pretty straight on that. But I don't know why it is. I feel like we're just destined to be alone and miserable, honestly, at this point in my life. But I'm also a little jaded. So but like that's all I need. Like if I already like you, because that's the hard part. Me finding someone I like is the hard part. So if I already like you, if you can be respectful, the sex is good, you have a job, and you're appreciative of the things I do for you, and like that's all I really need. I don't really need you to do anything for me because I can do everything for myself. But I'm attracted to people who don't appreciate stuff like that and who don't care if you bring them donuts. They wait for you to bring them donuts and then you to pull off, and then some other girl comes and brings them lunch. Like it's the type of shit that I'm really into. So
Oh no, no. See, like that's what I mean by like I'm told like if I like somebody, like then I'm a hopeless romantic, So it's a cute little shift from like
romantics,
you said what?
are T and Shatir hopeless romantics, or is that only deviated to one side or the other?
I feel like they probably both are, but one of them has more of a more weight than the other. on a scale, on the Gemini scale. One of them holds a little bit more weight than the other. But like, no, I'm like, if I like you, I'm a randomly send you flowers. I'm a, what I'm saying, randomly call you, send you a text, send you a gift, see if you need something. But that's just like versus like that's why when people be like, I don't know if T likes me. Well, if I ain't never did none of that, then I probably don't like you. Like that.
I didn't even know, sis.
Yeah, that's why I'd be like, I think people would know. Like, I think I'm very like, you know, I'm very like mindful
And demure.
and no. Ain't nothing about demure when I like somebody. Mindful, yes. But I would say I'm a little more than demure. I'm um I'm very intentional, you know.
So what?
So what you mean?
No,
What you say?
I say, or what do I mean?
Wait, what you say?
I said, so what's wrong with you?
What you mean what's wrong with me?
I mean, you just gave a whole list of look very demonic.
Yo, that's that. That's that. So I don't. That's that That Virgo right there. See. What you mean? What's wrong with me? What kind of
I mean,
question is that?
there's something wrong with all of us. Like, there's things that make it very difficult to be with everybody. So, like, I know what's wrong with me.
Oh,
So,
what's like why am I single? Type of is that the question? Why am I single? Kind of question.
gifts, you're mindful, you're intentional, you're romantic, a diehard romantic, you're loyal. Like, you done said all those things. So, what's wrong with you?
I think um I think I'm a person that not a lot of people are used to. So I think it is very. I think sometimes it is scary for people to, you know. So lies. I ain't never been two-faced. Ain't nobody in the comments that's gonna say that. Now, those might be other Geminis, but not me. But
Come on, eyes. I love her.
me, that's me. I live in the hood. That's the Maybe it's something we hear all the time. No, but no. What's wrong with me? I think a lot of people that I meet, um, I don't think they're ready to experience a person like me. I think I come with not only like I expect the same things that like I give, and I think not everybody is ready for that
Oh,
type of.
I swear to
You
God.
just described yourself as two people. I did describe myself as two people, but both of those people are very intentional, and both of those people are very harmonious, so that they can be one person. So yeah, I do have moods. I do have another alter ego. I do have,
What I do
but
is that when of the Geminis that I know, when they get mad, they're very mean.
am I very mean? I think I used to be.
Not
I'm
like
be honest.
not all the time,
No,
just
no,
like
no.
when they're like they're mean.
I, I think when I was younger, when I used to be upset, I used to be super mean. Um, but I also think that like that was me, something that I had to deal with as a person and something that I had to grow and change from as a person. I don't really think it had to do with me being like a Gemini. Um, but yeah, I think as I grew older, like I said, you realize who you are, you become more harmonious with the person that you are. Um, So yeah, I think I've grown and I think I've changed, and I think a lot of relationships that I've had have taught me a lot of things. And I also think that getting older and having female platonic friends has changed me a lot as well too. Learning from their experiences, being able to talk to them about things. Um, like my female friends are so dope. Like I'm not even going. I don't know what kind of person I would be, huh?
Is that something wrong with you? Do girls have a hard time with how many female friends you have?
I don't know. I don't think I've had anybody say anything about like the female friends that I have because my female friends are very inviting. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If you date me, they know me. So if I like you, they know you dope. You
Enough
know
to
what I
bring you
mean? Hmm?
enough to introduce people to. I can see that you
Right.
wouldn't bring someone home.
Yeah. If I tell my friends I like you, they already know you dope because I don't like that many people. You know what I mean? So for me, if I if you with me, I can take you around any of my friends, and they gonna be like very inviting, very dope. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna invite you to probably girls' nights that I can't go to and shit. You know, that's what my friends is. My female friends is like they. So I don't think it's ever been an issue like in my dating relationship, unless the person was just like a jealous person,
Yeah.
but I don't think any of my friends ever give that vibe of like they like me or nothing like that. So I don't really have to worry about, you know. But my friends hold me accountable, you know. They and being held accountable by women is a totally different form of accountability, you know. So I appreciate them, and I learn from them. And some of my friends, I have all types of female friends. Straight, gay, bisexual, married, friends with kids, divorced friends. Like, so I learn from their situations as well. Um, so if you a guy out there and you don't have platonic female friends, like you're definitely lacking because you're not learning.
It's funny
So
you mentioned that. The Winstons, Ronnie and E.L. Winston, their whole column in the magazine in September is about that. About how like they have a community of people around them that like, you know, advise them and keep them accountable, and that they feel like part of the reason why relationships don't last anymore is because people don't have like a village of people around them that nurture their relationship or whatever. It was just interesting you said it because when I read the article, I was like, never really thought about that before.
yeah, I think it's you're such a people. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a people person. I would say I'm a humane person. So I really believe that like, if we not put here on this earth to make human connections, like what is we put out here for?
I think that's
Like,
a people person.
you know, I don't think that's a because I'm not really like, let me just go outside and meet people. It's not really how but if I meet like people and we have a genuine connection, human connection, I'm cool with that, you know. But yeah, I'm not the person to go outside and be like, let me just find 10 new friends today. No, most of my friends I've had for many years. Like my first best friend, we still friends. Like we met when I was 5 years old on the way to kindergarten, and we still talk weekly to this day.
So cute.
Yeah, we still talk weekly. Like I don't know. Like when you have connections with people, and I feel like they strong bonds, you should keep those. Not, I feel like as an adult, it's hard to make friends, like
Please,
genuine friends.
please read Shay's comment out loud because the world must
Here's
hear it.
Okay, Shay said, here's what's wrong with me. I get bored of people very easily. I'm quick to walk away. At the same time, people like the idea of me when we meet. and they can't take the real me. I'm very unapologetically me. I stand in who I am, flaws and all, and that's intimidating to a lot of folks. What did this say? I'm too fire. Who y'all talk about as a firefly?
Oh, one of my Leo friends just came in the room.
I mean, Shay, that is that I can definitely understand that. Because I think it's easy for people to see you on social media or get this idea of what you are like, and then they be like, oh, we have this, I like him, but they don't really know anything about you besides what they see on social media, and they feel like, oh, we would be good together because I'm attracted to him and I like the things that he posts. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think it's a whole lot more to building like bonds than we like the same memes and I think you attractive.
They are
So,
friendly.
uh, that sounds very pointed. I'm too friendly. Who's too friendly? Are these comments for me? I'm confused.
I'm definitely not too friendly, so it's not for me.
Oh, I'm too friendly. I mean, I work in community. I have a very inviting personality, I guess, you know. But it's it works for my job, especially with working with kids, Um, especially with working with kids who don't have a lot of adults that they can trust or talk to. So I mean, I kind of have to be inviting, and I guess sometimes that translates over to adults, which makes people think I'm extra friendly. Eh, I don't know about extra friendly, but I have a lot of, building connections, building community. Oh, y'all just came on here to talk about me, huh?
Sipping my tea. Where's my tea? I'm just sipping my tea.
Listen, I'm telling you. Yeah, but what's wrong with me? Like I said, I just feel like, when people are not used to somebody who is like, because if I date you, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. So I tell people, don't ask me nothing that you don't really want the answer to.
Mm.
And, a lot of people sometimes see that as like cold, but I don't think it is because why would you ask me something that you don't really want to know? You know, I'm pretty blunt, you know. I think that can be a lot for people sometimes. Um, yeah, I just don't think that I don't think that the list that people have as to what they really want when they get it, they know how to handle it. Or if it's something that they're not used to, they kind of shy away from it. So I think that's kind of what's wrong with me is a lot of people in the world are not ready for a person like me to be in their lives.
That's kind of like when you go to an interview and they ask you what is your worst quality, and then you say you're too hard of a worker.
No, and I don't mean that as like I just mean like have you ever met somebody and they're like, "Oh, I want someone who tells me the truth all the time." And then you meet somebody who tells you the truth all the time and it's too much for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you meet somebody and you like, I want you to communicate with me about everything, and then you meet a person that communicates with you, and so I think people are really don't know what they want, and then a lot of times I think people, it's just like Shay said, it's the idea. People think I'm attractive, and they think that they have their own ideals of what I'm like as a person, and like I said, single me online and social media me is not real life me. So,
Shimon is today. You have
Giovanna, what you got?
the last several.
I'm probably like my sister Giovanna. I mean, that's also sometimes been an issue, you know. I am a gentleman overall. Thank you, Giovanna, for telling the people that. appreciate it since they want to kill me in the comments. Um, but no, yeah. I mean, I think it's a lot of factors. I think me being trans plays into, dating a lot as well. So, like you said before, you want to see my DMs? Some of them are wild. Like,
No, I don't really
like,
understand.
sexualizing, fetishizing, like really graphic DMs. And like, I don't know if people think that like that's gonna get a response out of me or like a reply, but like
This is funny.
I don't know. It's what you're here she go. She about to start. I'm gonna let her live because her birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Virgo.
birthday, Alyssa Virgo. I'm gonna let her live because her birthday is tomorrow, you know. But after tomorrow, oh, it's war again online.
You got to give her.
But I'm gonna let her live because tomorrow her birthday. So everybody send a shout out to her for her birthday. But just know. But yeah, and people's a lot of times too, people's approach be so wrong. Like when they try and talk to me, like, and I just don't. I think I just ignore it.
Well, you don't like to be pursued anyway.
I don't. But if you say the right thing on the right day, you might get the right response. That's the Gemini in me.
I guess.
I, but no, I really don't like to be. I mean, but it's cool if like you tell me that you're interested. But no, I don't like to be pursued. But a lot of times, the stuff that people say, I just be like, why would you even walk up to me and say that? Like, yeah, I don't know. I get hit on a lot of times by people who already have partners or like they be married. Um, I don't know. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
People send me like body parts and videos in my DMs. It's a lot.
Tell us.
Yeah, tell us about how you like to be approached, Tam. Enough about me.
I don't. The end.
Yo, not Big T. They do not call they don't call me that. I don't have no nicknames in the streets. No nicknames.
It's no tea for me. I don't. There is no tea.
I mean, I'm open to like people talking to me, but like I just the whole like if the first thing you come into my DM and you want to ask me is like a sexual preference, I'm probably not about to respond to you.
I mean, I don't really get that whole DM culture personally. So like, I might not even respond if you say hi in my DM, no less something crazy. So, yeah.
If you say hi, I'll probably say hi back. Hi, hi, hi for hi. But once you start talking something crazy, or if you say hi and then you send me a naked picture, I'm probably gonna be like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna respond to that. Yeah.
I don't. Most of the people I meet are through like work. Um, we hear we hearing a lot about tea. When was your last relationship? What are you looking for in a relationship? Are you talking to me? Those questions aren't for me. Are those questions for me?
Yeah, we hearing too much about me is what she's saying. When was your last relationship? What are you looking for in your next relationship? What's your type? Are you poly? Are you Prob Probably. What?
Oh, me.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, what's up, Tam? You what we hearing too much about me. When was your last relationship?
I guess it depends on who you ask.
All right.
Um,
Are you poly?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. We kind of talked about that last.
Oh yeah, yeah. You said you're not really into the poly culture.
Yeah, nah. Like I've been accidentally poly, but not on purpose poly.
There's no such thing as accidentally poly. That's called cheating. But
It
let's move on.
it is. You're right. It is. Um,
Let's see what other questions we got. What's your type?
um.
Oh, we talked a little about your type the last time. You said masculine.
Well, that's my like orientation. I don't know if that's my type. I am
Okay.
typically the trans men and masculine presenting women. That's my orientation. Um, see, Imani appreciates my accidentally poly. Um, uh, that's typically what I'm attracted, like physically attracted to. Um, but with me and who I like, it's usually about vibe. I mean, they're always really cute, which is probably half of my problem. But I don't know. It's usually a vibe thing for me because I could be in a room with 100 people and there'll be like one or two people that I would even be interested in talking to, which is probably my biggest problem. It's just I just don't like a lot of people. Like I just don't like a lot of people, and I'm also extremely shy. Like professionally, people see me and I'm very outgoing professionally, so they assume that I would be really outgoing personally, and I'm not at all. Like I don't approach people. If somebody wants to try to talk to me, then give it a shot. But I'm not the person that like pursues anyone. Like that's just not my thing. I believe in positioning myself, not pursuing anyone. So like I will put myself in range for you to talk to if you want to talk to me, but that's probably as far as that goes. Um,
Mm.
I'm not looking for anything in my next relationship. I don't even know if I'm looking for a next relationship. Like I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I got another one in me, to be honest.
See, the hopeless romantic in me, I'm always like, take some time to recharge and get back out there and find my one, I guess.
I guess I'm just not so sure that there is a one anymore. I don't know. I'm dating my therapist right now. That's is the most intimate relationship I have at this point in my life is my therapist. Like I don't know. I just don't know if I believe it. I don't know if I believe there's a one out there somewhere. But I'm not opposed. Like if I happen to run into that person, then great. But I don't know. I don't know if I believe in it anymore.
Mm,
Drama, it's a motherfucker.
sure is. I mean, I feel like, there's somebody for everybody, you know.
Yeah, but like, what if
Um,
in Israel? Like
I
there could be.
mean, I could see you with a hijab on and like just on the camel or something. Who
I don't
knows?
know. Like I just feel like I'm a really, really good chick. Like really good chick. Like I'm hardworking. I take care of home. I can cook. I have my own. I'm a great mom. I'm a businesswoman. Like I'm a really dope person. Um, but I have been like wildly mishandled in my little lifetime, and I just don't know if I'm ready to sign up for that again.
I
Because like
hear
no
that.
one says they're a terrible person. Like everybody sounds good when you start, but I don't know. I just don't know.
I hear that, Shay. Shay said he loved me. He loves a man who has an equal amount of mask and feminine, but it's more about the inside. And Imani said that's why she's poly, because there's at least one. I know that's right, Imani.
Yo, by the way.
Yes, assalamu alaikum for sure. Giovanna said most of her relationship started because of that Taylor port. Everybody's her type after that. All right. And Shay said he don't approach folks unless he has liquor in him. All right, okay. Well, I approach people, um,
With or without the liquor?
with or without the liquor. I'm not a big drinker. I don't know why people think I drink like heavy. I'm like, give me 3 drinks, I'm done for the night. I'm not even, I'm not a huge drinker. So yeah, don't really, I don't need no liquid courage for nothing. If I see somebody I like, I'm about to go talk to them. I don't care if it's 20 people talking to them. I don't believe in like, I don't know. I just don't believe in like being nervous to talk to somebody. I don't really believe in that. Everybody is a person. Everybody got flaws. Um, yeah. If I see somebody I like, I'm about to go talk to them. Who knows what will happen? They might not like me. They might like me. Who knows? I can't say. I mean, but I'm gonna shoot my shot, and I don't like to do it over online. I like to be in person, not hashtag pothead. Okay. Yep. I definitely not a drinker. Yeah. Yeah. But also my my problem is I'm. How do I say this? So I find more people like I'm like visually attracted to a lot of people, but I'm not interested in a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard being a sapiosexual because a lot of people are visually attractive to me, and then like I have a conversation with them, and I'm like,
Never mind.
yeah. So that's like the most common thing all the time. Like I meet people that I'm like visually attracted to, and then we have a conversation, and I'm like, oh my god, get me out of here. So yeah, that's always a problem. And then a lot of people don't know what a sapiosexual is. So I told somebody I was a sapiosexual one time, and they was like, "Oh, I thought you meant that means you don't have sex," and I was like, "That's asexual." Not, what?
People aren't that smart.
I mean, it is. I mean, I wouldn't say she wasn't smart. I would just say, I don't. Maybe she just wasn't thinking at the time, because she is highly intelligent, of course, because I'm only attracted to highly intelligent people.
Well, the beginning of sapio means person. Like that's what the prefix means.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She was like, I thought you was asexual. I'm like, what? I was like, yeah. So
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm like I don't I
I
don't
didn't.
the people that could just have random like whatever, so people that they have nothing in common with and nothing that they're interested with. But that has also changed for me somewhat over the years, because I know that when I was younger, like I had my life, like I had work and I did my thing, whatever. And then the person that I was dating, I really wasn't interested in even interacting with like that until like all of that stuff was done. And then I was like in chill mode. Like I didn't have any interest in having somebody like involved in my everyday stuff until like it was like layup time. Then I was interested in whatever. Then I dated one person who was involved in like every piece of my life, and so that kind of switched off after that. So my adult relationships have been much more like people that have been like a part of my life. But I don't know how you can interact with somebody all day long and not really have anything to talk to them about, or be interested in them, or like vibe with them and still be in a relationship. Like I've never really understood how people do that.
I mean, when I was younger, I was very shallow, so I do understand that. Um, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I wasn't. When I was younger, growing up, I was really shallow. I just, you know, physical attraction was like top tier for me.
But even if it was all it was.
Yeah, I've grown so much as a person.
So proud.
I am. I'm so proud of myself now because like now physical attraction is like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely have to have a physical attraction, but it's like not the highest thing because I've met people that I've been super physically attracted to, and then they start talking, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm just not attracted anymore at all. Like, as a matter of fact, what's past not attracted? Because that's what I am now. So, yes, that just shows growth for me. So,
People I've ever been with have been really attractive, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But they also, we like vibes too. So
yeah, I mean, I'm still like, I do have to be like highly attracted to somebody, but that can't be like the only thing. Like, I have to be like highly attracted to you, but like, we also have to be able to like vibe. Like, I have to be able to have stimulating conversations with you. I have to be able to, can I take you outside? Like,
what?
I like,
So I've seen this thing like on like memes or whatever that go around that are like basically, just because our politics are different doesn't mean we can't still be friends and blah 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 blah. And for me, that's a dub because like if like my politics are like human rights and like people having a right to be alive and breathe and be their authentic self or whatever. So if you don't agree with my like principles, like I can't do nothing for you. Like romantic, platonic, whatever. What about that? Like if people are like really like if they just believe different things than you, like can you pursue that even if they're real cool and you're attracted to them and whatever? Like is that a deal breaker for
so
you?
I mean, it
Okay.
depends. Like, what are the things?
Like
Because if it's like,
you're like
if it
like principles, like I don't know.
like, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah. So say a Trump
Oh
supporter.
no, 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 no. I'm not dating no Trump supporters. But I mean, like, if you're
Maybe
like religion,
maybe I won't
so like,
go as far as MAGA, but maybe you're a Republican, which still comes with some
um,
things.
no, I'm not doing no Republicans. But like, I feel like there are some things that like are big differences, like religion.
Okay.
Um, I could do religious differences. That's fine. Um, I've dated people with definitely different religious backgrounds than I have. But I feel like as long as you don't want to like impose your religious beliefs onto me,
Yeah.
like I don't care what you believe in. Like as long as you're not like,
What if it's like, I mean, I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but like say it's like Christian versus Jewish, like for fun. Like so they don't celebrate Christmas and you do. They celebrate a completely different holiday. Like is that somebody you could still be with if they like, yeah, I'm not doing any of the
that's fine. That's cool with me. I mean, that yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. Um, my stance on religion is everybody believes something different. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody believes something different. Everybody has, and I don't really care what you believe as long as you believe in something that's higher than yourself. So I feel like the people who don't believe in anything, those are the people that I would have more of a problem dating than a person who has a different religious background than me or a different, religious opinion. Um, I grew up in a house where I have different religious opinions than my family members. So I mean that's
yeah.
yeah, so I mean that, you know, it doesn't really matter to me what you believe in like religiously if we don't celebrate the same holidays. And I'm a person who I like to learn about different religions. So if you believe in something that I don't believe in, teach me something. That's part of being a sapiosexual. We like to learn. So, like, teach me something new about your religion so that I can engage with you. And, maybe that's how we coincide. You know what I'm saying? So,
Jay said that's the reason why my friend is having such a hard time leaving the relationship he's in, because they connect great when it comes to conversation and having love for each other, but their sexual aspect isn't there, and they want more out of life and have chosen different paths. So they both have come to realize that love just isn't enough. I don't think just love is ever enough for anything, but I definitely couldn't be like in a relationship that wasn't sexually attracted to somebody, because although sex isn't the most important thing and it's not the only thing, like a healthy sexual relationship is really, really important to me in a relationship. Like that's a deal breaker for me. Like if we're not sexually compatible, or we like different things, or your sex drive isn't as high as mine or whatever, like that's definitely a no-go for me.
Well, I can deal with your sex drive not being as high as mine. I'm on T, so mine is always like, but, um, but yeah, I mean, I definitely think you have to be sexually attracted to each other, because how do you meet somebody that you're not sexually attracted? Oh, wait, is it sexual compatibility or sexual attraction? Because those are two different things.
They are two different things.
So I mean, I can't understand being in a relationship with somebody that you're not sexually attracted to, but I can understand being in a relationship, or how you get in a relationship with somebody that you're not sexually aligned with as far as compatibility. Um, but still, I would personally, for me, I like both to be on good playing fields. Like, I think a healthy sexual relationship is important.
She said compatibility.
Oh, compatibility. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I also think that with some that's something that you should talk about. Like, did your friend not talk to their partner about that, like before they got into a relationship? Because I feel like this is a problem of mine, is that people like get into relationships like before they know enough about the person that they about to be in a relationship with. Like,
Sometimes people think it's one of those things that they can work through and overcome, and even maybe at the beginning they're more willing to meet people halfway, and then after a while, like that's why I think it's really important to be with somebody. Like if a person is, everybody's gonna grow and evolve and change, hopefully. Like you would hope any two people are going to evolve and grow and change over time, and hopefully y'all grow and change and evolve together over time. However, I think a lot of times people get into a relationship or a situation with somebody thinking that they're going to be a different way over time, and get really disappointed when that doesn't happen. And so at the beginning you might think, okay, we could work through this and I'll meet you halfway and we can compromise. But at the end of the day, I think you're always going to end up being disappointed, because one person's going to feel like they're doing all the compromising, or they're compromising things that matter to them. So you look better being with somebody who's like, you can deal with them exactly how they are in that moment, because they may not change. And eventually you may feel like it's too much to give up those things that you really want. And for the sake of the relationship. That's why, like, you gotta be with somebody who you want them, like, beginning and end at that moment, whether they stay that exact same person for the rest of their live long life. Like, you can't fall in love with who they might become.
yeah, I think that's true. I think a lot of people fall into the ideals that this person is this person now, and then if I get with them, they're gonna be this person later because we're together. And I don't think it really works out like that. I think you really have to want to be with that person. And I don't think that, like, and I think for a relationship to last, like, you have to continuously want to be with that person. You know what I mean? And people are like, oh, if it's meant to be, it'll be easy. No, I don't believe that. I think that if it's meant to be, you will continuously make the effort so that it is. You know what I mean?
See,
I think
I think it even goes deeper than that, though, because, like, you're right. If you really care about somebody, you will make the effort. But at this point in my life, I'm starting to think that it's even deeper than that. That, like, if you have to make that big of an effort, then maybe you're just not in the right place.
it could be that too.
Because
It could.
if you really love somebody, you will continue to try. Like, you will. And if the two people love each other, they'll continue to try. But should you really be putting in that much effort to make it work if it's just not coming together? Like, should you be trying to put in extra effort to make a
But I
situation?
feel like if y'all both putting in effort and it's not working, then maybe y'all not supposed to be together. But I think a lot of times it's only one person putting in that effort, and that's why it's not working. I don't know.
Not long enough, both of you are going to get tired because both of you are trying to be the person that the other person needs, opposed to just being what the other person needs naturally. And I think that's why a lot of relationships end, like marriages end. Like at the beginning, you're like compromise is great, right? We always talk about, okay, you got to compromise. So like compromise should be like, okay, well, I want chicken tonight and you want steak. And so tonight we'll have steak and tomorrow we'll have chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a reasonable compromise.
Right.
But like compromising like parts of who you are or things that you care about or things you believe in, like even if both people are doing that, I feel like at some point one or the other or both of you are going to get tired, and then you're like, like what are we doing
Well,
here? So now
I don't think.
about compromise, maybe it is about finding that person that you don't have to compromise for.
Well, I think everything is a compromise, like you said, but I don't think that you should have to compromise like who you are as a person and the things that you believe in. I think when it comes to those types of compromises, then maybe y'all just not meant to be together.
Right.
I you know what I mean? I think there's always going to be things in relationships that you have to compromise about. But when it comes to like your core
You
beliefs,
are.
if you have to compromise that, then I don't think that's y'all might just not be compatible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Imani said that she's Muslim and her ex-wife was Christian. It worked until it didn't, and they was together for 15 years. Ooh, 15 years is a long time to be together for it to work and then not work. So, how did
Perfectly illustrates my point. If you love somebody, something like that won't won't get in the way. Like you make those compromises because you love that person. If you're both making them, you love that person. But damn, like after a while, I think people just be like, either they start to resent each other for having to do that, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think some she battled with her religious beliefs throughout. Yeah, so I mean, like something like that. I don't think that. I mean, it could. There could be a lot of things to that, honestly. As far as like religious beliefs, sometimes I think religious beliefs for some of us in the community come from religious trauma.
Fair.
And not just
That's a
beliefs.
good.
So when it comes to like dating when you're in a community, I think some of it comes from religious trauma. And I think that is why a lot of times when it comes to religion and people being together in relationships, that doesn't work. And I think the religious trauma that a lot of people have in the community is gonna always be there until they deal with their own personal religious trauma.
But
Before that.
good point. I don't even know that it's just religious trauma, because you make a really good point about religion, like specifically about religion. But I think a lot of times people think things are something and the problem is something else. Like, say you believe that your problem is like a religion problem, but that trauma you were just talking about is really the trauma around like what you were taught was okay and what you were taught was a sin and what you were taught was whatever. So that really isn't as much about religion, is about
The trauma of that you experience
yeah.
from religion, and still experiencing that trauma,
Mm-hmm.
you won't be able to have healthy relationships with other people in the community.
Yeah.
There's no way you can have a healthy relationship with somebody else in the community if you still have religious trauma.
And there's no way you can have a healthy relationship with somebody else until you have a healthy relationship with yourself. Like if you're still working through stuff that was like imposed on you from religion or family or society or whatever the case may
Or
be,
previous
or
relationships.
it's relationships, excellent example. Then you can't possibly, like, as much as you love somebody, until you work through that stuff on your own, it's always gonna end up being messy.
Yeah. So I think a lot of that, and I don't say that saying like, because I always say like, I don't expect to meet anybody that's 100% healed.
Mm-mm.
Like, healing is not linear. I don't expect to, but I do expect to meet people that have trauma that are actively working on their own healing.
Or at least
And
acknowledge that they have it. I
or
think a lot
right,
that you just don't want to see that stuff in you, so it's really hard to like work through any of that stuff on your own or with somebody else until you really are clear with, you know, who you are and where you're at and whatever.
right. So I think a lot of that, I think all of that stuff factors into like finding partners and like dating and all of that. Because I do think I meet a lot of people who have been traumatized by other things, whether it's like family, friends, relationships, religion, or whatever. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of trauma in the world, period. Not just in the community,
Yeah.
but like in the world, period. And like, I don't think that, I think a lot of people can name their trauma and be like, this is what happened to me and this is why I'm like this. But then they don't actively do anything to like change it or to heal from it.
Well,
So,
a lot of people don't really understand how trauma works. Like trauma, like that's why there's things called trauma informed care, because like trauma realizes itself in ways you would never imagine. Stuff that you feel like you healed and you worked through and you dealt with starts popping up in all kinds of ways. And whatever trauma you have that you haven't, like, not like processed in like a whatever, like deeply processed, like with a therapist or with a counselor or with a religious leader or whatever your comfortability is, if you haven't really, you'll just continuously repeat those cycles in your life until you work through it. Like that's how the universe like works. Like it just will keep putting you in the same situations over and over again until you have no choice but to like, throw a pebble, throw a rock, throw a brick, throw a boulder until you can't ignore it. So you might have thought you worked through some of that stuff, but it pops up in all kinds of ways that you don't even see or realize or expect. So until you work with somebody who can like point some of that stuff out to you and help you like really do like the ugly, miserable, dig through it work, like you always gonna not only keep digging through that traumatize other people, because hurt people.
yeah. So I think that's like, I think like it's meeting people who like are not actively like working on their trauma is like a big red flag for me.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm just like, yeah, when it comes to dating, a lot of times I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm okay.
Good love and joy. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's not that I want to be by myself. Like I love being in a relationship. I love taking care of somebody. I love that bond. I love having somebody to be able to like talk through what happened in your day. I love being able to do like little sweet things and take care of people. Like I said, service is definitely my love language. Like I love taking care of people. However, there's so many people walking around like the BIPOC community because we don't emphasize therapy and mental health the way that we need to. We don't, none of us grew up in the type of households where that's a priority to, you know, or people take the time to stop and heal from like really traumatic things that we've experienced, all of us. Like, I don't know one single Black person that hasn't experienced some type of deep trauma in their lifetime. And we don't, like, we learn that we have to just suck it up and keep it moving. And so we don't really heal in a lot of ways. So you meet like really wonderful people that are just really, really fucked up. And once you love somebody, you end up kind of going through that with them. And I don't know if I could take another hit like that. So I would love to be in a good relationship, but it's really, nobody comes to you at the beginning like, hi, I'm a fucking lunatic. Like, let me come ruin your life. Like, they don't, you know, nobody shows up like that. Like, so you know, you by a lot of time, by the time you get that far in, it's too late to turn back. And so I just like, I would love to be in a great relationship, but I don't know if I got another doozy in me.
I mean, you, like I said, I'm a hopeless romantic, so got to keep the party going.
All right, we've been 1,000 hours. Are we done?
Wait, before I go though, you know what September is? It's Take a
Besides,
Man on a Date month.
besides my
So
Virgo
besides
season, what is it?
Virgo season, it's take a man on a date month.
Oh, is it now?
So y'all know that. Just so y'all know that out there. September is Take a Man on a Date
Who
month.
said that?
So
Who made that thing?
you said what?
Who made that a thing? Where did you
Listen,
read that? Who said that?
listen. It's all over social media. It's a thing. It's been a thing for a while.
Okay.
September has been it's been a thing. So all of y'all single ladies out there, find y'all a single man to take on a date. And if y'all not single and y'all in a relationship, take your boyfriend on a date. Take your husband on a date.
Cute. I'll give you that one. That one's cute.
What?
To take your spouse or your partner on a date. That's cute.
It is cute. It is cute. You know what though? Because as men, we don't really get taken on dates. You know. So I
We
enjoy.
do stuff like that though. Like I do stuff like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let me not say that. I got taken on a date last week, so I won't say that.
A date?
You said what?
Was it a good date?
It was an amazing date. It was fun. It was exciting. It was romantic. It was cool. It was a nice day.
Okay, that's what I
Nice
look
day.
like. Look, oh, you cheat.
It was a cool date. It was a cool date. But I'm just telling y'all, September, for all of y'all single people out there, make sure y'all actively take a man on a date this month. For all of y'all couples out there, make sure y'all actively, take a guy on a date. Bonus points if y'all take a trans man on a date.
What did the bonus points get you? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, you gotta ask that man. I'm not giving bonus points for everybody. Like, I feel like to
Cheese
be
with
in the
spices?
to be in the presence of
No,
don't give me that look.
I know. No, I know you know enough of your friends to know that that was about to be a whole lie from the pit of
I
hell.
feel like I feel like to be in the presence of, you know, special invisible men like us, because a lot of times we are the invisible population. That is the bonus right there.
Go somewhere. You about to start getting cussed out again. All right. So before we leave out, though, we about to revisit what we started this conversation with. First of all, it is the 4-year anniversary of Blackout Magazine, which is huge for us. We are so excited. The magazine is going to drop as soon as this is over, so make sure you go check it out. For the first time, are y'all what though? Oh, look.
Are we special?
Oh.
Here we go. You keep on with the Blackout Magazine. And matter of fact, if y'all enjoy Blackout Magazine, make sure y'all send us a special happy birthday, happy 4-year anniversary.
Yes, we are collecting videos from people saying happy birthday, happy anniversary, so we can put them all together and put them up. Oh, invisible. Put them up through the month. And so make sure you send us a video. All the instructions are on the pages on our IG, on our Facebook, on our TikTok, all of it. Send us a video, show us some love. The magazine is about to drop as soon as this live ends. So go check it out because it is focused on the election and these races that are so incredibly important to the LGBTQ community, especially the Black LGBTQ community. We are making this issue free. So usually you can see like half the magazine and half of it is behind a paywall for our subscribers. But this magazine, we feel like is filled with so many important messages, including a dope ass interview with Miss Major, who is just major, just is an icon in the movement. And so it was such an honor to be able to have her grace our pages this month. We made the whole magazine free. So go check it out, share it, tell folks about it, because we've been doing our thing for 48 issues, and we want to do it for another 488. So show us some love, show us some support, but also please go get registered. I don't care if you never cared about politics before. I don't care if you don't know what to do with the ballot box or anybody who's running. Check out Blackout, and we have all the instructions for you. Everything you need to know about getting registered, who's running, what's on your ballot, where you go vote, all the things. Go in the magazine, look up the stuff, become a part of this process, because this vote really is life or death for our community. So show up, do your thing, be counted, stand on business November, and make sure you know when the registration deadline is for where you live. Because like, I'm in Florida right now. So down here it's the end of September. T, you said in New York it's when? The registration deadline for you to be able to vote?
The registration deadline for New York is October 28th. So make sure you register by October 28th to vote for that November election. And let me just say to everybody out there who can hear me, if you care about Black folks, if you care about gay folks, if you care about trans folks, if you care about women, if you care about the disabled, if you care about immigrants, if you care about human rights in general, you need to be registered to vote in this election, and you need to be voting. If you care about any of those people, if you anything.
And don't let anybody tell you your vote doesn't count. I think we think if you vote one time and the person you voted for doesn't win, or if you're in a blue state and you know it always goes blue. Like, New Yorkers love to feel like we're automatically Democratic and that's just it. That's not true. I'm in Florida right now, which was blue forever, is now very, very red and MAGA, but it's turning into a swing state again, which means if enough people show up, Florida can go back Democratic. Like, every single time it matters when you show up. They would not try to keep us from voting if it didn't matter if we voted. So show up. Let them know that we're out here. Let them know that we can't get treated anyway or thrown in the garbage, or, you know, all our rights being taken away, that we gonna fight back. Like, now is the time. Y'all want to fight for something, this is the time to fight. So do your thing, get registered, and show up at them polls. Our lives depend on it. You got Mr. Douglas?
I'm gonna just go with words from one of my favorite rappers. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, baby. No, we appreciate that.
On that note, y'all, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna be back. When are we coming back? The 22nd?
Yeah, I think the 22nd. Oh, on the 22nd, we're gonna be I'm gonna tell y'all some of my bad date stories. Ooh. So definitely tune in on the 22nd, because I have a lot of them. You know, I went on a really really great date. Let me point that out again. But I've had some crazy dates in my life. When I tell you crazy, I really should write a book about them.
You really get a show. One
of the other. Start out with the date that I went on. Should I start out, blow their minds with the date that I went on, and she brought her mom?
Oh.
Tune in next time.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna that one next time. So make sure y'all are here on the 22nd. All right, love y'all. Go get registered. Mwah.
Send us the videos.
Send us our happy birthday videos. Happy birthday, Blackout.